It's time to make a commitment. Despite his constantly low popularity, CY Leung still vows to make a commitment in his second policy address on January the 15th. On economy, CY Leung says he would follow up the recommendations made by the Financial Services Development Council, as the Council pledges to promote the development of RMB business, assets and wealth management, and real estate investment trusts. Despite the lost battle over government reshuffle 18 months ago, CY Leung insists that the reinstate of Innovation and Technology Bureau is vital in enhancing Hong Kong's competitiveness as well as securing the future of Hong Kong's economy. Apart from that, he also pledges to promote the legal and dispute resolution services, and a new statutory body would also be set up in order to develop high-value-added maritime services. With the completion of Hong Kong-Macau and Zhuhai Bridge in 2016, CY Leung pledges to set up a Lantau Development Advisory Committee aiming to find out what more could be done on Lantau Island's development. On social welfare, CY Leung pledges to spend $3 billion on a low-income working family allowance scheme as part of his effort to ease cross-generation poverty. Some 200,000 low-income families will benefit from there. The CSSA recipients will also get additional rent allowance. The $2 concessionary fare scheme will be extended to children with disabilities under the age of 12 and will be further extended to green minibuses by the first quarter of 2015. On housing, CY Leung has accepted the recommendations made by the Long-Term Housing Steering Committee, as the committee set the 10-year target to a total of 470,000 flats, comprising at least 60% of public housing. The plot ratio restriction at the south of Port Fulan will be lifted in order to pave way for the redevelopment program of Wafu Estate. The move will provide about 11,900 additional public rental housing and HOS flats. Unfortunately, CY Leung says very little on constitutional development, as he only emphasized that any idea mustn't deprive from the basic law, and of course he says nothing over the nomination process of chief executive election in 2017. So that's the highlights of CY Leung's commitment, and as ever, he vows to tackle the chronic social problems with the fear or favor. But given his constantly low popularity, and a media report revealed recently that almost half of the pledges he made last year will end up with nothing. So some of you may begin to ask, will CY Leung really manage to fulfill his promise? Eric Leung, INT, Tamer.